Hi, everybody. Welcome back to part 2 of today's episode of Smooth Criminals. We're coming back to getting caught, and I'm gonna do a resistance roll because I don't want to get caught.
Or you see me push Mr. Posh to the side. It's like, don't worry, Chief. I got this.
Well, I don't want you to kill her.
I'm not a killer. I'm gonna roll a resistance roll of the mental type to block her seeing through our disguise. It's like we're just normal handymen.
Worst case scenario, I come in and use some demon magic to just make her forget we exist.
Is that
That eyebrow was the best.
so?
Thank
Did
you.
I earn that roll though? With
Yeah,
that
for
eyebrow?
sure.
Yes.
Sure.
Your eyebrow earned you your roll.
Yes.
Absolutely. You also are going to gain a fate for humor. A fate point is earned if a player can stop the table dead with humor while in character. It's not going to do you much good since we're not playing Burning Wheel, but just record it on your character sheet anyway.
Oh, there's a six
There you go.
in there. I use my bodyguard ability. It's like,
Nice.
and it works better because I have a mohawk and a little
It
bit
does.
of.
That improved your score. That's why you rolled a 6. That was that mohawk. It knew.
I'm gonna do this at least once a month, like right before I have to go to work, like on a Saturday, just shave it that way for the stream.
Yes.
That's a
Awesome.
lot. That's a lot of dice, man.
Funny.
Well, I have pull forward, then I get the one from through the fire that I'm bodyguarding, so it's like bam.
It's a lot of dice.
Nice.
Seriously. But yeah, 6 is about the most you ever roll in Blades.
Yeah.
So it's great. So wow. She doesn't recognize you.
She's still there, but she doesn't recognize us.
She's distracted by that eyebrow. She's just like, oh.
Mm-hmm.
She's still there. You can't undo that, but
Yeah.
you know, you found the room, but you are now in a very tedious position with a
One
member
might-
of a rival gang.
One might say desperate.
One might in fact say desperate.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So yeah, like
Uh,
Posh steps in, but TomCat like steps in front of him immediately. So like the sight, like she doesn't see Posh and just like it doesn't associate the two together or
Yeah.
whatever. And so she's just kind of there. Do we see her? And then like the plan's like right like on a table.
Yeah, they're like right like next to her.
Mm-hmm.
She's like there's a table in the middle of the room, and then she's like to the side of the room on the same side as the door that you're on, just kind of chilling,
Yeah.
and but not not near the plans, but as not far away from them because it's kind of
Mm-hmm.
tight.
Yeah. So then we step in. Tomcat's kind of distracted her from like seeing through our disguises, and then
Mm-hmm.
evening, miss.
Yeah, so instead of calling you out immediately for being Mr. Posh, she does not recognize you. And she kind of furrows her brow and frowns a little bit and says, "What do you think you are doing here?"
Inspection.
See me like look at the notepad and the tools and the stuff to check
Mhm.
out stuff like.
You. Let me see your paperwork.
All right. I walk over and like hand her like our writ of inspection and our like official paperwork and all the stuff, the same stuff, the stuff we handed to the foreman. Like,
Yeah. You're gonna need to roll another sway to convince to deceive her here.
okay.
She knows things.
Okay. Let's see. I forgot.
She wouldn't know you as Mr. Posh. She would know you as Darren Masters, wouldn't she?
No, she knows me as Posh because we've done like criminal stuff. with
Part
her.
of me wants Posh to fail.
Okay,
So I can
cool.
slowly start taking off my shirt.
So I
So
forgot to
do
mention
you-
this. I forgot to
Now I
mention
do
this for the
too.
foreman, but my the cover identity I have is a fine cover identity.
Yeah.
So that would That
Oh,
affects
for
the
that
effect. That goes.
character
That goes for the effect, right? Not the.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Three.
Um,
Hell of a disc- God.
We have superior quality gear, right?
So
So does that make it a super fine cover?
gear would be like the tools and stuff.
yeah, gear is like tools and stuff. Paperwork is not gear.
Yeah.
But that's going to counteract the fact that she better knows what to look for than the foreman did.
Okay, so it was limited up to standard.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh well,
Um,
we can't complain about that.
Okay.
I like to say my abs count as gear, just FYI.
They are fine.
So I didn't use it for the foreman because his was kind of like, I just need to look at this and whatever. Since she suspects that we're not who we say we are, and I'm like, no, we are who we say we are. Could I use my cloak and dagger die?
Remind me of the cloak and dagger power, please.
When you use a disguise or other form of covert misdirection, you'll get +1 die to rolls to confuse or deflect suspicion. Okay, cool. So that'll be a die for that. Would TomCat like to help me in any way?
Sure, I'll burn 1 stress to give you a die.
Okay.
I'm living
just
a
raise the eyebrow again.
You see me like kind of tired right now, but I'm doing it anyways, like because I realized I was supposed to burn coin and do another downtime action to take off my stress, but I didn't. So it's like, yes,
Whoops.
as I flex. Of course, we're here. With a face like this, lie to you.
We're just two simple inspectors trying to get a job done, and I like hand over the
See
papers.
my guy sparkling.
All right, so desperate,
Brilliant.
standard, with 2 extra
Mhm.
die.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how this goes.
That's not good. Me and Kelso were actually having this conversation last night where I was like, I don't feel like Blades really challenges my character anymore.
Yeah, well, sometimes
You
you
know.
just stop rolling 6s. That's what I'm saying.
No, yeah,
That
we
was-
roll-
I'm too good, Kelso.
We roll 6s all the time.
We get very lucky and we have the perfect build to just like not care, right?
Yeah, this is one of the few scores where we haven't rolled like near perfect.
We talking about? I rolled crappy the last score.
Yeah,
But
but,
it didn't-
everybody else made up for it though. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
exactly. Like,
Everybody
But
else got multiple crits.
yeah.
But it was amazingly fun to roleplay the failure.
No, yeah. No, yeah. Usually either we roll 6s or someone can make up for the failure. This one we're just like straight up like I'm trying to think, and it kind of went not so well, but yeah.
Yeah, it does. That's what I like about Blaze. No matter how much dice in the table,
It is a
chaos
4,
inside.
so it's technically a success.
I don't
But
know if
something
this would
bad
be
happens.
I don't know if this would be a flashback or like a cut to the side.
Oh, we're starting the clock.
Kelso?
What's that?
I don't know if this would be a flashback or a cut to the side. I feel like this would be about the time Astrid is getting back to this room.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know if there are multiple entrances to said room.
There's like 4.
I'm guessing she because she's a thief, comes in, listens at the entrance, trying to see if she can hear voices. And I'm sure she's doing this to all the doors.
Right.
And when she hears someone and Mr. Posh, she maneuvers around to be behind said person when she comes to the entrance, if that's possible.
What are you gonna do? Are you gonna try to murder people? Got my eye on you, MTO.
I'm
It's
preparing.
a long way around. If you want to be able to get there in time to do something before these consequences are fully revealed.
It's not really the consequences fully resolving. It's just getting into a position where, if need be, I can intervene and she won't be prepared for it. I feel like they can.
Okay.
I feel like they're not dead yet, but if need be, Astrid wants to Kool-Aid Man in and save some bitches.
Or
It's going to take time.
That's fine.
I will tell you when you get there. If at any point before that you want a Kool-Aid Man in, it's going to take you a roll to have made it that far to be there on time.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good to me. Just
So starting a clock called The Jig Is Up, and it's got 3 out of 4 ticks on it.
Great. Super.
Oh, wait a minute. Can I resist the consequences of the action to
Yeah.
stop this clock? I will.
You can cut down some of the ticks, but you're not going to be able to.
Okay, you know what? I want to try to cut down some of the ticks. I'm like,
Yeah.
But as I start unbuttoning my shirt, how can we make sure this building, as I open up my shirt and show my ass, perfect as these if we don't expect it?
Oh my god.
And it's official.
As I'm blocking
TomCat is officially. It took a long time. We've been saying it for a long time, but you are now officially a fucking JoJo's character. I have said it since character creation,
because I'm
and now
bodyguarding.
it finally happened.
I'm bodyguarding with paralysis to show out my sweet, sweet abs to protect our identities. And hopefully I don't roll hot
I
garbage.
like the implication of this situation is I'll let you touch him. Basically, you're just like, I'll have sex with you.
Crit!
Holy shit. Holy fucking shit.
What the actual fuck is going on?
All right, I'm gonna.
You see me drop a stress because I crit it. So it's like, you see my, it's like you could touch them as they glow.
Yeah, when you
And
when,
you know what?
when
I reach for her hand.
that moment when her jaw drops just slightly is when you relieve that stress, when you're like, oh yeah.
You see me reach for her hands, and I let her put her hands on my abs to feel the rock hardness.
If you want to pursue that, you can try to distract her.
I will distract her. I'm trying to think what would be distraction.
How would you like to distract her? Describe to me what you do further. She's standing there entranced. You are no longer in a desperate position at this point.
Oh, that was desperate.
You don't get.
Well, it was a resistance roll, so it's not desperate.
Because I was like, I get
No,
to
the
shot.
resistance is not desperate. The
What
before
we-
that though,
Okay, I
the
got
sway was
you.
desperate.
See me, I'm gonna use my command and use that booming voice of like, girl, you're the only one. Just forget about.
My favorite type of roll, seduction with command.
Yeah.
It's the best.
Given all of the circumstances, I think you're at risky standard.
Risky standard. Oh, fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Don't fuck me over. Denied.
Oh.
Can I Kool-Aid Man in yet?
No, I can resist the. I
no?
still I can resist the effect. Let me see if I can resist.
Okay.
Oh, she's
What's
not-
up? Real quick, what's everyone's stress at?
I'm at 6. I would.
We have a
up to
second
7.
phase of this job, right?
It's true.
What's everyone's stress at?
I have 4 left.
You have 4 left. I have
3. I have 3 left.
I have 7 left. Okay. Instead of resisting that,
Do you want to roll your prowl to be
Astrid's
there?
gonna Kool-Aid Man in.
All right. What are you rolling to be there?
Prowl.
Okay.
Position.
It is
Is it
for
desperate?
you is still desperate
Okay.
Can I at least
because
get that
you're still outside, and part of the desperate from before was if some of the other workers who are on site are going to see you. So that
Okay.
that
Desperate
risk is still there.
effect.
With all of your bonuses, you have your cloak, right?
Yeah, I have my cloak and my dark sight.
Yeah. Then you're at standard.
I'm at standard.
Yeah.
But I just want to say, narrowly, she get timid and intimidated by the sexiness. Because I want it to be like, oh my god, he's a creep, but more like.
So this is to get in. This is to get inside, not to actively intervene. This is just getting inside the door.
This is getting inside the door. Yeah.
Okay. Effect is standard. Can I get a devil's bargain? to up my effect.
You can get a devil's bargain to get an extra die. If you want to up your effect, you spend 2 stress. Push yourself.
Okay. Standard is fine. Is there a devil's bargain on the table other than extra heat?
You could hurt yourself.
I'm good. I'm fine without that. Let's see.
Okay.
I feel bad like you sneaking up behind her and take her now. I wanted to
Ah,
try to-
fuck.
Haha.
Let me give me 1 second so we can resolve this. So, TomCat, you place your hand.
I do
Uh,
the cheek
well-
hold thing. Like the little, like when you're like,
Yeah, a
Don't
little caress here.
yeah, the little crust. Don't speak. I know
Mhm.
what you're thinking. And it just doesn't work. It's just too much for her.
Oh boy. So you are. It was only risky for you, but she's not having any of it. So,
I get it. The strict type.
you lose this opportunity for like whatever spell you had her under, it snaps. Like she's not like, oh, you're a creep now, but she's just like regains control of her own self. She's a strong, independent woman that don't need no man.
You know what? I can respect that.
And she kind of, not unkindly, like just removes your hand from her face and just pushes it down and says, whatever you were here to do it, but do not touch me again.
I like it when they play hard. To get. I forgot to get.
So
As I'm
Now, what terrible fate befalls Astrid outside?
yeah, let's
Because
jump over
I'll
to
just
Astrid.
spin shadow to avoid it, but I want to know what it is to see if it's worth avoiding.
Gotcha. So
And I don't.
the problem is this is the worst outcome because you are desperate.
I know.
You suffer harm, a serious complication occurs, you lose this opportunity for action. So
Do I just like impale my foot on some construction equipment?
that was pretty much what I was thinking. Actually, what I was thinking is that you turn a corner and run full tilt. Like you like listened at the door, you heard there was some stuff going on, you're like, I'm gonna go around. You hear some other stuff, and so you pick up the pace, you wind up turning a corner and like beam yourself right onto some like steel construction equipment at like head level and give yourself a concussion.
Would that be 1 or 2 harm?
That would be level 3 harm. This is desperate.
Shadow. Spin special armor.
What is your what is your special armor, Shadow?
Shadow. Spin special armor to resist the consequences of detection or security measures, or push yourself for a feat of athletics or strength.
This is not a security measure or suspicion.
I was thinking acrobatics. Like I'm just like, oh shit, slide under it.
Right, but this is like I'm saying, this is not. It says it protects you from detection or security measures. This is neither a detection nor a security measure. This is you running into something physical.
Can I just phase through it? Ghost power? Or do I like? I'm trying to.
You can. I will let you do that to resist with resolve.
Yeah. Okay.
It's going to cost you. It's going to cost you the 2 stress to shift, plus whatever you would resist from resolve to do it.
And what would be the difference between that and just resisting with resolve?
So if you do it that way, it will take no damage.
Okay.
If you do it the other way, you start phasing a smidge too late, and
I
you are
would
going to take some
rather-
damage.
I would rather be stressed then. I would rather, yeah, I'll phase. Spin the 2, roll resolve, forged in the fire, +1.
Yeah.
6.
There you go.
Cool. So you
No
just spin
stress.
2.
So I phase through the thing. I'm guessing I'm behind the door now.
Yep.
Yeah, I yeah, pull the scarf up over my nose.
Okay.
Slit my silence vial into my mouth so I can pop it when I need to, like holding it inside my cheek.
Mm-hmm.
And attempt to stealthily open the door. Position.
I think you're still desperate, so congratulations for that XP.
Okay. Position, desperate, effect.
Standard.
Going to Devil's Bargain.
You accidentally swallow your silenced file, so you can't use it.
Wow, that would be amazing.
Or worse, it just triggers at a random time.
Ooh,
That's a
yeah.
really good Devil's Bargain, actually.
It really is.
I'm tempted by that. I'm not gonna lie.
I got my best out of the night. Wait a minute. Why, I got a question. Why she was like pushing my hand away? Did she move her hand from the abs?
Yeah, she did.
Oh, damn it. That'd be
Yeah,
like, I don't need, that would have been funny that she's still holding up. I don't need no man to talk.
Yeah,
No,
I'll take
she uses
it.
the hand that had been on your abs.
I'll take it. Why not?
Cool.
Then we meet at another point when I try to do the same thing. It's like, these abs feel familiar.
5.
Okay, well, you do it. You do it, and
What's
there is
the-
a consequence.
What's the consequence of the 5? Besides, is it that just that my silence potion pops right now?
No. It needs to pop when it's inappropriate, not when it might possibly help you.
Okay, darn it.
Duh.
Doy. A doy. That term.
I have to. Maybe I have to like abandon some of my noisier equipment.
So,
I'm fine with like losing my knives and stuff.
I guess. Someone can later.
it's taking longer. I think the answer is you wind up in a reduced position, and sorry, with reduced effect. So basically, it's taking longer than you would like. You're still out there, but you're being quiet. And I'm gonna put 1 tick on the jig is up clock because it, and not even a full 3 that you would have for no, this would be like a patrol finds you clock. It's slightly different. So patrol finds you clock has been started. So yeah, instead of being all the way through the lock, you're still partway through it. You're gonna get through, but we're cutting back to the inside here first. So Posh and TomCat, Alethea is still there. She's like, okay, fine, you're here, whatever. I'm waiting for somebody. Go check your boxes.
No, yeah, I'm like as I like walk in a little bit, like, can I ask you what you're doing here in the room, miss?
And expect me to answer?
to a degree, yes. We were under the we were under the implication that we would be able to do this inspection without anyone interfering or potentially trying to fix anything up that we're going to be inspecting or.
Well, as you can see, I'm doing no fixing. I'm just waiting for someone.
In a construction site?
Conference room? Yes.
All right. And I'll like walk over. Let's see. We need her to leave. So how do we get her to leave? Let's see. I guess just question to get out of the way. Would it be are like the plans like lit or in anything where like if I pull them away it'd be just like, oh yeah, they're clearly not there anymore?
They're on a table. There aren't other things on that table. If they were no longer there, it'd be noticeably empty.
Okay, got it. Do you guys have any ideas how to get her to leave?
I do, but it requires me coming inside the room.
Well, I mean, you guys want to just wait for Astrid? Because that's a viable option, and then she'll be in the room. But you've got this moment here.
No, yeah,
she's just rebuffed TomCat's advances. That was an idea of how to get her to leave, but that's kind of.
No, yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't really have any like. Way to
I
just
try,
let her
guys.
go.
I'm not a big talker. I tried.
An option could be you just bore her into leaving. Hear me out. What if you guys were just the most annoying, bumbling inspectors until she was just like, okay, I'll go wait somewhere else. Fine. I can't deal with these people anymore.
Or I could Jedi mind be like, you know what, lady? Bring out the arcane implement. Bend to my will. Listen to Zod.
It's you guys' call. It's you guys' intervention.
It's up to Posh. Do you want me to magic it or just, you know?
I kind of like the boring element of it.
I like the idea of you guys just being like such boring, bumbling inspectors, just being like, this light is 2 inches too close to the ceiling.
I like it. I like that. You know what?
Yeah,
that's actually a little bit more interesting.
And so I think I'm gonna do that, but even more so than like just taking a while and like talking to myself while I'm doing it, I'm going to address her and be like, well, if you're gonna stay here, how much do you know about Brightharbor building codes? It's actually very interesting because you see.
So are you doing it with kind of a flirty angle too? So you're like a nerd trying to relate to this really cool woman.
Probably not. I think it's literally just like, well, if we're gonna be here and we're gonna do an inspection, I'm just gonna talk about inspecting things, and so just go on this like I'm just gonna rant, and just be like, but you know, back in 1490, Arturius Mangle invented came up with the first list of codes for the city. They required heavy amendments after that, but it was a breakthrough really in architectural design, in that it was the first time to ever require, and just like. I'm just going on and on and on, and then I'm like, they were going with this type of door, which is interesting because, like,
I feel like Astrid can hear this through the wall, and it's just like, oh my god, thank God I'm not in there.
Yeah. So, do you? I think that will buy you enough time without a roll for Astrid if you want to go in there, or if you want to make the roll to get rid of her before Astrid gets there. That's up to you.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be yeah, I wanna try to like basically make it like so she'll try to like she'll like wait outside or go somewhere else to like do whatever she's doing. Because I'm just going to be here for a while because this is like a nice room and I'm just like taking in all the value of it and like, oh, I've also got to do the inspection and like clearly I'm going to be here for a while and I'm just going to keep doing this. So yeah, I think I want to try to get her to leave by boredom.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Roll, make me a roll.
Let's see. I guess
It's either consort or sway, and I'm
No,
not
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
It might actually be study. Are you boring her with study? If you're just reciting facts, I mean, obviously, pick the one that's mechanically best for you. But
I'm thinking it's gonna be because I'm not trying to like lie to her or deceive her. And like I feel like study is like the actual action of studying something, not like because
Yeah,
I
I
think
agree.
not like recalling information. Yeah.
I think it's consort because I'm being friendly and I'm like telling her things and like trying to have a conversation. I'm just aiming the conversation to be so boring that she leaves.
I'm down. Roll
Okay.
it.
You know what? I'll aid with that.
Okay.
You see me like, yeah, they're aristocrats, man.
Didn't we
Right,
actually
exactly.
talk-
It was spurred by the nobility, and like yeah, you're kind of
Didn't
just
we
like
also have a conversation where TomCat is a little bit of an architecture nerd because he like helped me look for houses.
Yeah.
yeah, you're helping me.
Yeah.
You're helping me by basically being my springboard for like another tangent to go off of, and then another tangent off of that.
I'm triggering you. There we go.
Yeah,
I'm your
you're basically
trigger.
giving me tangents to keep going down lots of different rabbit holes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Watch this 4 ones right here.
No.
We're rolling so bad.
I know.
I don't know. I rolled my good roll for the night. I'm happy.
It was a
Um,
resistance roll.
Okay.
but it was
Consort.
still a good roll.
Risky
It was
standard.
a good roll.
Yeah, risky standard sounds good to me.
Risky standard, and then 1 extra die.
All right. So we got a.
I'm guessing she goes out the door. I'm coming in.
Oh, that's such a great complication. Let's do it.
Perfect.
Yeah. What do you want to do about that?
She's like coming out. Like I guess my guess is I'm like about to open the door, and then I see the doorknob turn, and I like try to get back up into like proper position.
Okay. Yeah, you've got enough time to do. You got just enough time to do that.
What does she do when she sees me? Does she just like open the door and go past me, or what?
I mean, she startles because she's not expecting anyone to be there. And so there's like a moment of impasse as like you're standing in the doorway and she's like, what?
Do we see her like taken aback?
Definitely.
Is that you, Ariadne?
I think I'm gonna do a thing, Kelsa. I'm gonna do a thing. I don't think I actually say anything. I think I just look at her for a long time, and then one of my irises flashes red for just a second, and then she just forgets she saw me.
Oh.
And leaves the building.
I don't think that's a power you've had before.
It's not.
You know that's gonna fill your clock, right?
It would push it to 7, not 8.
Oh, okay. You're right. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Position.
Desperate.
Yay.
But with great effect. If you pull this off, it works fabulously.
Great. Pushing myself. Devil's bargain. She only remembers me.
You can't push yourself and take a devil's bargain.
Okay, never mind then. Push myself. I'm not getting help from anyone because I'm not doing something they can help with. Besides Posh just being background noise, if that counts. 4.
You do it.
But there's
There's
a
a
consequence.
consequence.
Slap
Eh.
the piss out of him. How dare you?
Okay. So I like the complication of she only remembers you, but not like why.
Mhm. She just remembers a kind
She
of scary
remembers-
looking woman
Yeah,
with red eyes.
Yeah, she like remembers the face later, like
Uh-huh.
not immediately.
But
And
would
not
she?
associated with
Is this a? She's gonna remember. Oh, that's that shitty thief that stole from my doorman.
Maybe.
Okay.
She might put it together later, but not right now.
All right, that's fine.
I think that's a clock that she puts it together.
Mhm.
That you're going to have half full right now. It's a 6-part clock. It's got 3 ticks on it. Which is
Do I want to roll resistance on that, guys? What do you think?
Or I could come through the Kool-Aid thing and do the Ash Kool-Aid and bodyguard for you and be like, pay attention to these instead of that one.
Haven't you already used that this score?
Nah,
Yeah.
there's no limit for it technically, but I think it's a little too much to do it too much.
I mean, it's your call if you want to do
goofy.
that. If you want to just come by, if you just want to come through and just like slowly escort her out of the building, that could work. Or just like escort her out of the room and let me in. Either way, I don't know.
I say
I'm tempted to just resist.
I have a lot of
You're-
stress with me.
you're also taking harm because you have not done this before, and it takes a toll on you physically to do this power.
What level?
It is level 2 harm,
Ooh.
and it's like brain burn. I don't know.
Brain burn.
Burn.
You do this, and your eyes flash, but like you have a pounding headache.
Burnout. I'm gonna resist.
These are 2 separate consequences. What are you resisting?
I'm gonna start with the harm.
Okay.
I'm guessing I'm resisting with resolve.
Yes.
1 bonus die. Submit. And a 6. So the burnout is gone.
It's reduced by 1. You have a slight headache. It's level 1 harm.
Kind of like when you go to the gym for the first time after a while and you use the muscles.
Well, I
and
burnt
straight
up some of
hair.
my humanity for this, so
So why are you surprised that it hurts?
it hasn't up until this point, but that's fair.
I mean, you haven't done anything like that before. That was completely different than any of your other powers.
mhm. They're pushing their demon side a little bit more because they know it exists now.
You've been getting ticks on your how your self works clock as well. 'Cause
mhm.
as you use your powers more, you learn about them. And there are
Mhm.
ways to do it that was not put ticks on both clocks, but this is not one of them.
Yeah. And then she'll remember my face. Unless I can spend my shadow to resist the consequences of detection.
Yes. That time you definitely can.
All right, I have spent my shadow.
Okay.
Okay, so I just take the 1 level of harm and she walks away.
Yep. You take 1 level of harm. She walks away. She's not like she just walks past you like it's no big deal.
Like she doesn't even see me.
Yep. The rest of you might take notice of that.
I come inside and shut the door and like bolt it.
Is there a window in this room?
Yep. Rip Kelsa.
What?
Are you good?
I'm still here. Can you not hear me?
Oh, it cut out for a second. Sorry.
I said no.
Okay. All right.
There's not a window.
Got it. So yeah, I think I like with her gone, I walk over, like roll up the plans, and I like slide them into a thing that I pull out from my inspector gear, like one of those like artist rolly tubes that you put documents and stuff in. Put it in there. Like, all right, we've got to get it to the window. Drop it down to Vey. She'll go. It'll be a while, so we'll just have to make inspections more, and then have one of us wait around for her to come back.
I have a way out. What's her face is not coming back. We should be fine.
Yep. All right.
What was she doing here?
She said she was waiting for somebody.
So that means we probably got to worry about them coming.
Possibly.
All right. Give me the plans. I'll go.
Well, we just need to drop it down to Vey, right? Or was that not? I thought that was how I set it up.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I'm taking it out to her outside.
Astrid is going to take it to her.
And she's going to run it to Salia. And then I'm going to come back in. It's basically the plan.
Oh, you're gonna wait for her and then come back in once she comes back?
Yeah, but nobody's going to see me leave because I rolled for that.
Okay, got it.
All right. So yeah.
Yeah.
I do. We do that. Do we just do that? Like, because I feel like I've already made that roll to know how to do that.
I agree. I think we're gonna cut to real quick rolling for Vey.
Okay.
Getting that out to Salia and bringing it back, and then
Is that a fortune roll just to see how long it takes, or?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
So I was gonna
Do you
roll
want to cut to
real
break
quick,
while
and
you
then-
get that figured out?
That was exactly what I was gonna suggest.
Sounds
Brilliant.
good. We're gonna come back for the last part of today's episode of Smooth Criminals in just a little bit. Do your thing, and then come back for the awesomeness. See you in a bit.